The Yandex Mail app will enable you to receive or send emails, and the Yandex Mail, believe it or not, is developed by the Yandex company, who also developed the Yandex browsers, which we have reviewed. And in this video I'm gonna test the Yandex Mail app. Okay, so prior and after installation, it is called, prior installation it is called Yandex Mail, but after installation it is just called Mail. So it would be nice if the app had its identity. However, when people probably see Mail, they'll probably think of email, so I'm not going to be all that critical about that. So when the app is first launched, you got select an email service, and unfortunately the services are unlabeled buttons, which is a bit of a hindrance, as people, especially screen reader users, are less likely to know what they're focusing on. So I'm not too sure what I have clicked on, so you would have to bear with me while I navigate this maze. Okay, so I think I have clicked on the Google service, which I think is the second unlabeled button after you focus on the Yandex browser. That's for screen reader users, by the way. What I'm going to have to do, unfortunately, I'm going to have to pause this video, being as I am live with you, and once I have found the service I desire, I'll be back. Okay, we're back with you now. I've managed to find the Google service. Instead of the second unlabeled button in, it is the third unlabeled button in. But again, that is a real hindrance. So I've clicked on the Google service, and I've got my Google account there, as it says Nathan Reed, as it has detected when I have a Google account on this device, meaning that you don't have to type in your credentials, which is very good. Okay, so we are adding the account now. And it is preparing the inbox. And it's got welcome to the new Yandex.mail page. So it's probably giving you a tutorial. It says preparing inbox, so it's probably getting your mail, not just from the inbox folder, but your other mail folders. So we'll just give that a minute. Most email applications, though, don't really take this long. what I'm going to do is I'm going to relaunch this app because this is the longest I've had to wait on an email program on this tablet. Okay, so it has loaded the folders. So if you find that the preparation to load your inbox is taking quite a while, then I will suggest relaunching the app as done earlier. So you got your navigate up icon, so that's probably where you can navigate to other folders. So you got inbox, sent draft, spam, trash, important, unread, with attachments. And again, some email programs like to create other folders in addition to the ones you already have in your Gmail. And again, it would be nice if you had that choice whether the app can do so or not, because if you are no longer deciding to use the email app, you not only have the folders that the app has left behind, but also it can sort of create more junk in your email account. And believe it or not, your Gmail storage can actually impact your Google Drive storage. So that's just for your information. So you can add a new folder should you desire, which is very good. We're going to click inbox. So we've got Google, and looks as though that is a split screen view where your emails are on the left and reading the content is on the right. And again, that just sort of enables you to work in a flow order. We're going to read an email. Hang on. We're going to read an email, see how that reads. So as you can hear, it's reading emails fairly good. Catch up on all the Saturday action now. It actually tells you what folder the email is in when read. So overall, it reads emails fairly good. Now, you can search for emails should you desire. We have the previous and next buttons, so that probably enables you to move on to your next read emails as opposed to going back and forth to the left hand side of the screen to the right. But that is that. You've also got your delete options there. And you've got your search and compose options. Now, one thing that would be nice is, I personally like Gmail or Outlook is at the top of the screen. Now, though this may seem a small thing, some devices don't physically have a home button that you press. They are often touch icons. So if you inadvertently click on the home button, you not only compose the new message, but you also end up someplace else. So the buttons being at the top are very good advantage there. We're going to compose an email, and again it gives us the opportunity to see how writing an email can work with the screen reader. Actually, let us use the Bluetooth keyboard for this task. Oh, we've got a permission request. Okay, so I'm going to send it to my Hotmail account. Just to inform you that the at key has changed to the quote mark position as opposed to being in its traditional place, which is the shift plus apostrophe. And again, that is a little bit of a pain in that. When I was typing in the email address, the screen reader, however, was keeping up with me in real time. And I have seen screen reader users that heavily rely on the screen reader when they're typing. And the fact that the screen reader keeps up with you in real time is going to be very important, which is a very good advantage to this app. Now, interestingly, when I'm tabbing with the Bluetooth keyboard, instead of telling me when I'm in the CC box or the subject or whatever, it just says web view, and I've sort of have to tab and then shift tab, which is going in reverse to my desired box, and that is a little bit long-winded, so it'd be nice if that was changed. It looks as though that the web view is the body section, but again, it would be nice if it said body instead of web view, because I sort of got the impression that I was in an advertisement, because some apps do have advertisements that do say web view. Okay, so I'm going to write my test message. So, interestingly, it didn't tell me when I was writing a space. And some email apps will inform you of that, but in this case, it doesn't. So, where's that? Okay, so it does tell you that you are typing a new line, but that is that. So the send is in the top right hand corner, and it is well spaced out from the status bar at the top, so I'm not going to be all that critical. And the mail has sent, and we are returned to where we were, which is the inbox. Okay, so in conclusion, the Yandex Mail app is fairly easy to install. However, if you are a screen reader user, using it, or setting it up I should say, can be a mammoth task, simply because the email services at your disposal are unlabeled buttons, and again, screen reader users are not really sure what they are focusing on when they come into contact with an unlabeled button. And again, it would be nice if all the buttons were consistently labeled. However, the compose button is at the top as opposed to at the bottom, where you can inadvertently click on the home and back buttons depending on your device. However, it'd be nice if they were more spaced out, and is that I would recommend it to anyone, including screen reader users. However, if you are a screen reader user and do decide to use the app, if you have a Google account, just make sure that you do your screen reader gesture and swipe forward 3 times after focusing on the Yandex Mail app. So there's that. Okay, hope you enjoyed this video. If any of you want to share your experiences or have any comments, then feel free to do so. Feel free to leave them in the comments section, and I will see you soon.